Today I'm going to talk about 2 additional ways that you can repair rotted posts in a barn, so stay tuned. Hi, this is Paul from countrycraziness.com. If you're interested in tractors, post frame construction, and homesteading, well, you've come to a good place. Why not subscribe, tap the bell, and join in on the conversation? Last week we began a discussion on how you can repair rotted posts in a pole barn. Today I've got 2 additional ways that you can take a look at if you're trying to make a decision on the best way to go about it in your particular situation. Now, most of the things that I've seen on the internet are involved in barns that were built in the 70s. So if you've got a newer barn and you want to get some kind of time ratio, that might be kind of what you want to expect in terms of years. Although the newer posts do last a lot longer than the technology that existed back then. So here's what we're going to talk about today. Perma Column has 2 products available. First, let's take a look at the Perma Column product. The Perma Column product is a concrete post that's reinforced with rebar that has a bracket attached to the top of it. And in a new construction application, that would go into the ground with the wooden post attached to the bracket, and that part would be above the ground and never touch the soil at all. Now, if you're going to use that product for replacing a rotted out post, you would take and just use the concrete and the bracket part of the Perma Column. And you would take off any skin that's interior around the post so that you can get at it. And then you would want to put a brace up to the truss, use a good sized jack in order to be able to keep it steady. And then remove the skirt board down at the bottom, check the skirt board because it might be rotted also. And then with a buddy, hopefully you can get an auger in there and you can auger around the old post and dig it out until you got enough room that you can get the broken part of the post out of the ground. At that point in time, you're going to have a chopped off top of the post. And once you get the Perma Column into the ground, you're going to take a measurement between the bracket and the bottom of the post that you're going to be keeping, and then make that final cut on the pole so that it'll fit into the bracket perfectly. You'll drill holes in it, and then you'll backfill the entire thing, and you're good to go. Now, if you're going to use the other method that they have, it's part of their sturdy wall system, and that's a bracket with the rebar on it only. And what you would do is much the same process of putting it all together in terms of digging out the old post, but rather than using the concrete column, you would be mounting the bracket directly to the part of the post that you're going to be preserving. And then you would backfill the hole with concrete and you'd be done. And the good thing about the Perma Column systems is that it is something that you can do yourself and does cause an advantage for that reason. So next week, we're going to do another video comparing some of these different products together and looking at what the advantages and disadvantages might be based on the structure that you're trying to work on. Of course, for anybody that's building a new structure, the best way to prevent this problem from ever happening is to do it right the first time. If you haven't looked at this video, check it out, 5 ways to prevent post rot.